Jamie and Leery. What? Hi everyone, I'm Sandrine here on Happy Cool and welcome to a new review for Outlander. This week's episode was called The Way Out. Let's talk about it. First, some quick thoughts. I was a little bit worried at the beginning when you see the scene of Claire telling Mrs. Fitz that she's someone from the future, and I was like, wait a second. What is she thinking about? Like, that is not gonna go over well at all. And I'm glad to see that it was just her thoughts, because that's exactly how it would have happened. Not a good idea, Claire. I enjoyed that they made a point of her saying that she had to adapt her medicine to the time she's in now versus what she actually knows that she can do later on. That must be interesting for her to know so many things that she really can't do anything about in the past. And as I'm watching this show, I keep thinking, maybe I should study some history. Like, maybe I should learn some basic knowledge in case I'm ever sent back to the past at some point. But then again, you could be sent in the past at any point. So what if you study, you know, the 1800 and then you're sent back to the 1500 and you're screwed? In some way, Claire was lucky because she actually knew about that time and she's a doctor. I would be useless. Does anybody else feel that way when they watch the show? Just me? Let's talk about Frank. I'm so glad that we got another flashback of her relationship with him when they were saying goodbye and he's asking her to come back to him and she promises that she will. And it was a nice parallel with her promising sort of to come back from where she is now to her husband. Gaylis. I really like her. I think she's probably the only one who understands Claire in some way, but I'm still not sure what her intentions are. It's very ambiguous a little bit. You're like, are you a good person, a bad person? Are you... I don't know. She seemed very interested in finding out about Claire's past, and so you're like, why are you interested in finding about the past? Are you just curious, or is there something else? She's gonna be an interesting character to follow. I really like that we saw some of Claire's feisty personality shine through in this episode as she was like, I'm gonna help Mrs. Fitz's nephew, and we also saw a little bit of that when the boy was nailed to the pillory and she was like, yeah, we gotta get him out. So she's breaking the rules a little bit, just kind of, you know, bending the norm, and I like that. Unfortunately, that led her to make an enemy of that priest, and I'm guessing that's gonna come and bite her in the butt. And even more, she made herself sort of indispensable to Callum, so she's staying put for now. And of course, I have to talk about Claire and Jamie. Now it seems like there's a little bit of a love triangle going on there. What's up with that? How did that happen? When I saw Jamie kissing Leery, I was like, whoa, what? There is someone else in his life? Isn't he in love with Claire already? I mean, isn't that the point? Yeah, not sure how I feel about this. I mean, isn't Jamie supposed to be all about Claire? I did like that Claire teased him a little bit about this, but at the same time, you feel a little bit sad for her because she's jealous a little bit and just missing her husband. But seeing how Jamie interacts with Claire, I really do think that he is smitten with her in some way. I mean, obviously we know there's a romance that's gonna happen, but I think he already, you know, likes her. And finally, the last song of the episode, it was a little bit creepy how when Jamie is telling her the story, it's exactly what happened to her, and you're like, whoa. And if we believe this song, there's definitely a chance for her to get back if she can only get back to the Stones. So of course Claire is all about escaping now and getting to the Stones to get back home, which is understandable. Unfortunately, I think it's fair to say that she probably won't get there for a little bit, because otherwise there's no show. But I'm definitely curious to find out how it unfolds from there, because she's a resourceful little one, so let's find out what Claire does next. And that's all for me this week, but of course I'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you like the Jamie moments? What did you think of Jamie and Leery together? What the hell? Let me know in the comments. Of course, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my Outlander reviews. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!